Hello and welcome to this educational video. Before I start, let me pay my regards to my honorable teachers who are watching, also my love and affection for the students if they are watching. Art education has always been treated as a subject to learn. But in recent developments, it has been found that art can be integrated. The concept of art can be integrated in any subject to make it a good platform for students to understand and grasp the concept. Mathematics is also no exception. Today, I have taken a topic for class 7 on ratio and proportion, and we will see how art integrated learning, that is how we call it AIL, how art integrated learning can help us to teach mathematics in class 7. The topic is, as I said, ratio and proportion. I was just going through the concept of art integrated learning, and I found an Indian as great as Rabindranath Tagore. He said, "When I see the universe through my songs, I recognize it, then only I know it." What a wonderful statement to define art integrated learning. He means to say that through his songs, which is a good platform of art, as you all know, art, drawing, dance, drama, songs, these are all art forms. And Tagore says that through his songs he can recognize the universe. I am sure when he says universe, he means science, soul science, or knowing about the universe is nothing but science. So he understands science through his songs. That is a wonderful collaboration between art and other subjects. So here we are going to talk about mathematics, ratio and proportion, class 7. Now, we have to perform an activity to make the students understand ratio and proportion. To perform this activity, we need some simple things. Three primary colors, as we call them. There are three primary colors in art, in drawing. One is blue, another is red, and the third one is yellow. These three colors are the primary colors. We will be using droppers so that equal quantities of those colors can be mixed, a brush, and some sketch pens, paper, palette, a ruler, eraser if required. These materials students will collect and go for the activity. Now, this is a formality. When students perform the activity, there are some things to be noted down also. So first of all, I have prepared this chart, and had I been a student, I would have preferred to write that statement with quotation. When I see the universe through my songs, I recognize this, then only I know it. Rabindranath Tagore. Name, standard, registration number, roll number, date of activity, like that. Topic is ratio and proportion, art integrated learning in mathematics, and the name of the school. Okay. Now, we will start doing it. There is another chart, there is another sheet which is to be prepared, combining primary color. This is the actual name of the activity. Combining primary colors in different ratios. Look at this word, ratios. At the end of the activity, students must understand what is ratio and what is proportion. Combining primary colors in different ratios to form new color. This is the observation chart. I will tell you a few things. Serial number of drops of primary colors mixed, red, blue and yellow. As and when we mix, we are going to write. I have written it in pencil. So let us mix them one by one and find out what is actually happening. These three are the primary colors. They must be there, preferably should be of the same quality. You can use any other colors. I have used these acrylic colors. You can use any colors of your choice, but try to keep them uniform, of the same company and like that. these 3 droppers can be used. It is good if you use separate droppers for each of them. Otherwise the colors will mix and the results will not be that good. Okay, let us take the first case. Red 1 as I said and blue 2. 1 drop of red and 2 drops of blue. Let us start. This color is red. Let me use 1 drop of red and 2 drops of blue. Two drops of blue. So students have to be concepted that when 1 drop of red color is mixed with 2 drops of blue color, then the resultant is a mixture in which the quantities are mixed in the ratio 1:2. This is what we mean by 1:2. And the resulting color is neither red nor blue, but altogether a different color. That is the new color formed. And as soon as the color is formed, we will shade. Students can have of their choice. Blackish color. This is what they get. Okay, we have to keep the brush ready. Now, through this experiment, through this activity, first of all, we need to draw a few conclusions. That I will use pencil here so that this chart can be used next day also. Red and blue are mixed in ratio 1:2. And in this new color, red is 1/3 part. Students have to be told repeatedly that here 1 drop of red color was mixed with 2 drops of blue color. That means 3 drops were there overall. So red is 1/3 part and 2/3 part is blue. So these facts, these data have to be stressed upon. Red and blue are mixed in this color in the ratio 1:2, of which red is 1/3 part and blue is 2/3 part. So more of this new color is blue and less is red. Okay, this is one thing. Second thing that we have to do is mix this time red and yellow. Let us see what happens. This time red 3 drops and yellow 7 drops. 3 drops of red and as many as 7 drops of yellow. Once again we will see what happens. So remember, if 3 drops of red are mixed with 7 drops of yellow, the ratio here is 3:7. This new color contains 3 parts of red and 7 parts of yellow out of 10 parts. It will be nice if they can shade, they can color such geometrical figures, rectangle, triangles like that. See, this color is neither absolute red nor absolute yellow, but a combination of both in a certain ratio. And the ratio we have seen is 3:7. So here we have to focus on one thing. Often it appears that 3:7, children have a tendency that they cannot differentiate between 3:7 and 7:3. Let us take that case here. Let us mix this time 7 drops of red with 3 drops of yellow. Seven drops of red, three drops of yellow, and see what happens. Is it same as that of the previous color? Let us watch out. They can fill this whole box also, this entire box. When it dries up, and as we can see, they are not of same look. They are a bit different, because here reddish part is more, here yellowish part is more. So the inference that has to be drawn is 3:7 and 7:3 are not the same ratios. They are different. Had they been same, the colors would have been same. So 3:7 and 7:3 are not same but different ratios. This has to be kept in mind. One more thing I thought of, and that is this time mixing blue and yellow. Let us see what happens if we mix blue and yellow in a certain ratio. Blue and yellow in the ratio 2:3. 2 drops of blue and 3 drops of yellow. Two drops of blue, three drops of yellow. As we all know, blue and yellow when mixed produce a new color, green. So they can color it beautifully. So this color, this new color is having blue and yellow in the ratio 2:3. Right. Here we have to teach them about the concept of proportion. But we need not say that word proportion at the time of doing the activity when dropping. We will have to say, instead of 2 drops and 3 drops, let us double them and try with 4 drops of blue and 6 drops of yellow and see what happens. That is what I am going to do. 4 drops of blue. Four drops of blue and 6 drops of yellow. Just 3 drops and any other measurement apparatus can be used instead of droppers also, so that the quantities remain same as far as possible. We have to make the idea of ratio or proportion clear to them. So when blue and yellow are mixed in the ratio 4:6, then we find the colors are same. See, here it might have occurred that some extra yellow has gone into it, but we have to make the concept clear that when 4:6, two colors are mixed in the ratio 4:6, and those two colors are mixed in the ratio 2:3, then those two colors, new colors formed, are absolutely same, which proves that 2:3 and 4:6 are same ratios. 2:3 and 4:6 are equal ratios, and we call such ratios as proportion. We may add here 2:3 is proportional to 4:6. This we can describe. So here we have tried to prove three facts on ratio and proportion. 1:2 means both parts are 1/3 and 2/3 respectively. 3:7 and 7:3 are not same but different ratios. 2:3 and 4:6 are equal ratios, and such ratios are said to be proportion. So this is how we can use art integrated learning in teaching ratio and proportion of class 7. Thank you. That's all.